Empty shelves and broken streets, boots on gravel, no retreat. Sirens dead, the grid is down, ashes falling on this town. They thought we'd fold, they thought we'd run, but we've been ready since day one. We saw it coming miles away, while they just laughed and walked away. Now it's time to draw the line. This is ours, this fight is mine. Preppers will survive through the fire. We stay alive, stand our ground, we won't divide.
Preppers will survive.
Almost like country boys will survive.
That's where I got it from. I didn't do the trout line and all of that. I was thinking about adding some of that stuff, but I kind of added some of that stuff to the Gen X song I did.
Right, yeah.
I think the Gen X song is my best one, even though it's kind of heavy metal country rap, which is kind of weird, but I think it sounds pretty good.
Darn.
Hey,
I'm
Lori's
watching
World.
the video, Cajun Boil.
Hey, Lori.
Hey, B.
Grace and B. Tammy. Who else is
Tammy's back over here.
Hello, Miss Tammy.
Miss Dana.
Grace, Dana B. Who else is in here? Vester's probably here. He's probably waiting.
He's waiting for Jeff to bring up the bubbler again.
Hey, Civvy.
Who is it?
Boy, one question. Who ate the steak? You guys really need to go over and watch her Sunday lives. Chef Civvy. She has this wheel. Oh, you ate it with the egg and stuff. Well, anyway, she's got this wheel, and people in chat get to pick what gets put on this wheel. Now she'll spin the wheel, and she has a protein, starch, and dessert, and a random. And
You're fixing to have fried cat behind you.
she had steak, 100-year or century egg or something like that. And
Thank you, Lori.
I think I shared her out last time, but
That was last time.
no, I mean, might be in my my what you call it. Hold on, I'll have to look. I'm trying to find them. I've got all these tabs open right now, so I'm trying to find out which one is which. This is not the right account either. Dang it. Which is the right one? Oh, this one. But like I said, see, Grace will do it. She's faster than I am. Yeah, there it is. Protein, starch, produce. Oh, yeah, I forgot about the produce. Yeah, century egg. So if you know what that is, it's basically a black, but it was a duck egg. Oh, I forgot about the eel too. And she mixed the egg and the eel together. This 100-year-old egg, duck egg, which is black and slimy looking thing. But the broccoli, I think the broccoli was probably the best. It looked the best. But she made and I don't know the word for it. It's like a cream sauce that goes over top of the steak, and Timmy wouldn't touch it.
I wouldn't either.
And no, I'm not touching it. Yeah, that Rubanch. I can't even say it. But it's like like a buttery sauce that goes on top of the steak. Yeah. Ugh.
Okay.
I'm
Something's
not a fan of that at all. But anyway, yeah, she does it. I think it's at 9 o'clock Eastern, something like that. And which you should be going over and subscribing to her channel anyway, because she does other videos throughout the week. But the live is awesome. She's in the kitchen. She has other cameras going and stuff. And you can't forget about the bananas. Hey, Gary. Yes, 9 Eastern. Yeah. Now, I already forgot what she has to cook this week. Yeah, I can't remember. But like I said, she spins the wheel and she gets all these ingredients and has to make something the next week. And I think everything was good except for that. Oh, yeah, she made acorn squash too.
Now that sounds interesting.
Taco. Okay.
Asian street taco.
Do mystery will only once a month. Okay. But yeah, it's good time watching this. But anyways, I wanted to go over freedom of speech, and I'm probably going to get a lot of hate for this. There's been a lot of stuff for canceling certain shows and stuff because they poke at Trump and whatnot. And now when does it go too far? Because I think, what is going on, Jeff?
Yeah, I'm sitting here. You remember me telling you about my card and everything?
Yeah.
I tried to update to what's her name's channel. The same problem.
Huh.
So that's what all the dings were.
Yeah, I don't think a show should be canceled because if we start canceling shows, even though it happens, the cancel culture does this a lot, or a product or something. And I don't think, just because a bunch of people don't like what they say, it shouldn't be canceled, or it shouldn't be shut down, or it shouldn't get fired, because that's our right, freedom of speech. Now, there is a such thing as when it goes too far. And it has gone too far when it incites violence, so to speak. When you're egging people on to do things. And we got kind of be careful with the subject there, but jokes being made, but it is on the border like, ooh, I wouldn't have said that, type thing. I think freedom of speech in that situation, when it incites to where it drives people to do stuff. Like, when Trump was running, the other side was, this guy's bad, this guy this, and somebody needs to take him out and stuff like that. That's, to me, is when it goes too far, and they shouldn't be canceled, but they should be charged. And that's just my belief. When you like, if I was in a shouting match, me and Eric were, having a shouting match back and forth, yelling at each other, and I threatened him, I would get charged, And why doesn't people in, these popular celebrity types, why don't they get charged for saying the same thing?
Money.
Yeah, exactly. And that's where I think, and I hate, even though there are a lot of people that love everything that Trump does and this and that, but when I see him, say the show needs to be canceled or he needs to be fired or something like that, it's their free speech, even though it's bad. But you also have the right to just change the channel, so to speak. And you have the right to speak out about it.
Yep.
And a lot of times, if we do speak out about it, we get in trouble, like where we are at. Now, I have to admit, since,
San Diego.
in the last year and a half, it has gotten a lot better. Oh yeah, I still have the cooking stuff going on behind my back. Let me switch that off real quick.
Hey, San Diego. Where's Carmen at?
Well, don't you sleep on the plane? But like I said, what are your guys' thoughts? We'll go with Eric first. What are your thoughts on the free speech thing, and when does free speech go too far?
When free speech becomes hate speech, people constantly demonizing one person or one religion, or another factor that's of much consequence is you've got the mainstream media, which is always going to be on the side of the propaganda and the socialists and the communists, and that's just the way it is now.
Yeah, which makes more money.
Right. And then another thing too, a lot of these stations do benefit to a point from government money, and the government gets their money from you and me. So unless you've got a couple of billionaires that are running that station, you don't have a right to use, our tax dollar to spread hate, and and we see it being carried out too. I mean, these attacks and and unfortunately, it's not going to stop. It's just going to get worse, and it's like you think an animal is really, really nice until for someday you see somebody corner it. And
Mhm.
if you corner an
And
animal, you're going to see something different, when it's defending itself. And it's just the constant bombardment of this guy. I don't agree with everything Trump does. I don't agree with
Mhm.
everything he says either, but that's him. I
Yeah.
didn't vote for him to be a nice guy. I voted for him to get my 401k back where it should be and world peace to a point. Um, do I like war? Of course not. Nobody likes war.
No.
But there's certain situations that have to be dealt with.
Yep.
And one administration's going to blame the next one, and then the next one's going to blame that one, and the next one's going to blame. So it's a no-win scenario.
Oh yeah.
This two-party system. Well, I guess if you say independent, it's a three-party system, but they rarely hold any power. So it's just from top to bottom. It's just been corrupted so much that these naysayers and actually what it is, it's hate.
Oh yeah.
It's not that
Well,
they're afraid of him. It's that
hate sells.
yeah. And no matter what he does or someone like him does, uh, they have to hate. They have this emptiness inside them. This is, of course, my opinion. And they got to be able to fill it. And the only way they can fill it is with hatred.
Yeah.
And that's why they're the fastest to lash out, the ones with the biggest mouths, the ones that are the loudest, the ones that start the street fights, the ones that bust up cop cars, the ones that set fires. I mean, need I go on?
Yeah. And that's that thing, the freedom to protest and stuff. That's
Yeah.
protesting.
Peaceful protesting.
I don't have anything wrong, even if it's something I don't like.
Right.
I don't agree with the deleting of little babies,
No.
but I still agree with people having the right to
Yeah.
protest or for it.
As long as it's
Either
not
or, because if not, go live in Iran where if you protest, you're deleted.
and it's very frustrating to see all of these people from other lands that probably haven't been here 10 years and they get into public office. They got no business writing the laws and setting precedent here, and mocking our country and based on Judeo-Christian values. You listen, you go to another country, you have to assimilate to their way of life. You come here, you just get to do what you want. That would stop. That needs to stop. It does.
Yeah.
And if you don't like it, go back where you came from.
Yeah, that's what I said. I think it was last week when there's the main group, the alphabet group. Them people
Three-letter
are
agent.
for free Palestine, and I'm like, that makes no sense at all. If those people were in Palestine, they would be tossed off the roofs and deleted because that's a bad thing there.
I will like.
And it doesn't make sense. It's like sitting out in front of Kentucky Fried Chicken, eating chicken and protesting against killing of chickens.
Right.
Makes no sense.
As long as I get my chicken livers.
The worst thing is, I saw a report where all of these protests, for the majority of the signs, those aren't homemade signs. Those signs were printed, at a shop, and these people getting paid. I think they've got four billionaires they've identified already. that pay these people to go. Can you imagine doing that for a living? Oh, okay. Well, I got to be in Portland tomorrow, but next week I got to be down in Tennessee. And then I got to go up to New York because we got something going on there, but I got to get my check from, Mr. Soros. And that's the kind of crap that goes on in this country. And
Oh yeah.
these people are bugs. They're
Yeah.
bugs. And they need to be
That's
dealt with.
like the whole CNN and Fox. Oh, I'm Fox because they're more right. And then you get the left saying, "Oh, I'm more CNN because they're left." They're the same thing. They're owned by the same company. It may not say they're labeled the same, but it's the same company. It's just one is making money off of one side, and the other one's making money off the other side.
Yeah. Well, CNN, that's the Clinton News Network. That's always been that way. But Fox, after Brett Baer called Nevada real early, they were the first ones to call it, and there wasn't half of the people weren't even tallied yet. That's when I knew right then and there that, they're they got an agenda going on. So
I hear a cat in the background. Sound like you heard a cat.
Not in my house.
Unless Jack brought one in from outside, I don't know about it. I don't have a cat here either, so.
I was watching them sheepdogs, and it's like one of those things that you could sit there and watch, and it just amazes you. These sheep thought they were getting away, and their dog pops around the corner, and they turn around and run the other way. He didn't do anything; he just stood there.
Yeah.
And the fact that they run on top of the sheep.
Yeah, on the backs. Yeah.
On their backs and get to the front and move them back the other way. It's just amazing.
Yeah. Most of the time it's border collies. There's a guy on YouTube, Sean something. He's got a cool channel, and those dogs are fast. God, they're fast.
Yeah, I probably do. Now I have a like a queen size bed, and I get this much room on the end of the bed, and the cats get the rest. And they can't sleep on the other side. They have to sleep right up next to me or on.
Well, you're lucky you don't have allergies.
Okay, Jeff, what's your thoughts on the whole freedom of speech and when it goes too far?
I kind of agree with what Eric said, and with what you said. The only thing that I can add to it is when you start talking about deleting people, that should be a speech right there. I grew up the way I was raised up. You're not going to like what everybody else likes. You're going to have disagreements with people. Live with it. Like that right there.
It's like what would happen, and I'm talking in our time. What would happen if you picked the biggest, baddest dude in your class, went over there and started mouthing off to him and yelling at him and calling him awful names? What would happen to you?
I picked myself up off the floor, probably.
Yeah. And that's like Gary was saying, your free speech can have consequences, and it should.
Yeah.
But, and if you incite people to violence on another human, you should have consequences in that.
Well,
That's
now,
not
back in,
freedom of speech.
now look at it like this. Back in our day when we were young, coming up, it was Democrat or Republican. If you talked about deleting somebody like that, dude, you gone to jail. No ifs, ands,
Oh yeah,
buts.
yeah.
Look at today.
Madonna, what did she say she wanted to do to the White House?
That I don't know.
Nothing was done to her. There, I mean, look at all the people on your favorite show, The View.
Don't go there tonight.
The stuff that they said that they wanted something to happen to him.
Yeah.
Nothing done to them. Now, Whoopi has been sued countless times. Again,
Well,
probably insurance paid for majority of those.
Yeah. So to me, how do I put that? Just because the insurance paid for it, nothing happened to her, period.
Yeah.
Except for maybe a slap on the wrist. Don't pay that again, But as far as being hauled off, put in jail, none of these people with money has happened. And yes, I said it, and I'm not going to do no allegedly to it. Look at it.
The moose.
The moose.
But no, you got to have consequences.
Yeah. And that's one of the things that was brought up by the White House press secretary lady, about how much of that stuff was done during election time
Yeah.
against, now the whole thing with the ear thing. You know how many times I've seen pictures of Trump's ear in the last couple weeks? There's nothing there. He was never hit. First of all, that dude's got a lot of money.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that's what happened or anything, but I don't think somebody like Trump's going to go around with a nick out of his ear. He'd have it repaired very quickly. I'm not saying that's what happened or anything, because again, you may see 1,000 pictures of Trump's ear, and every one of them is fake. Because most stuff that you see on the internet now is fake. It's images and whatnot. But that doesn't mean it didn't happen. You could probably go up there and say, "Can I, examine your ear and stuff?" And it could still be fake. You don't know what's real anymore on the internet.
No, you don't.
And I'm not saying it didn't happen or did happen, but it kind of irritates me that there is a human life taken. Well, there was two, but we'll go with the one that counts. The bystander.
Yeah.
And when you bring up that it's fake, and I'm not dissing anybody who says it is or it isn't, but they always are leaving out that there's the human life was taken, and it demeans that human life when you do that. Just like it demeans our military when they say they're over there fighting for no reason and stuff like that. They go up and they take an oath, And that oath, within that oath, it tells they may lay down their life for their country. And that's what they are fighting for. They're fighting for everybody that's out there, or they're protecting for everybody that's out there, however you want to look at it.
I look at it like this. For the people who has taken that oath, for the people who has gone before them and everything, if it wasn't for them, we wouldn't be able to say what we can say now. We wouldn't have the freedom that we have. So before you start disking a person who has served time in the military, stop and think about that.
Yes. Oh man, there's so much. You can go from one live to the other live, and there'll be totally different scenarios and information. You know, and again, I've said it 1,000 times. I can give you information. Don't listen to me. Do your own research type thing, because you guys out there and up here, I've learned a lot of stuff that I thought I knew, but then I hear stuff coming from chat and I'm like, oh, and what do? I don't say, oh, that's 100% true, not dissing anybody, but the first thing I do is do research. And sometimes it's something new that I learn. I'm like, oh, cool. And that's the way it should be. You know, you don't go listen to your local news and, oh, really? That happened? And then what's the next thing people do? They call up somebody and it spreads all over the place.
What may start out as one type of story, time it gets to the 100th person, it's totally different.
Yeah.
You know, it's like that game we used to play in school. Here, tell this one person this secret. Teacher whispered something in her ear. The time it got back, it was all totally different.
Yeah.
I used to mess it up on purpose. I got in trouble a couple of times for messing something up like that.
Yeah, I don't know if anybody's watched a video I put out today about this kind of mixture of two videos of, you know, setting up the hydroponics little system thing I got, and talking about the 5-gallon bucket challenge. And I wasn't sure how many people were doing that, but I put a list of people who made videos on it that have already done it. And as soon as more videos comes out, I'll add it to the list.
Can you grow jalapenos in a 5-bucket?
Yeah.
Okay.
All you have to now he states that you have to do it from seed. Technically, I have done it from seed. I started in the house and planted a seed. And the only difference is I can't do it like they do. They just throw their seeds in there and it grows. If I do that, I won't get any peppers until October or something, because my growing season's a lot shorter than those guys down in Texas. But I'm also going to grow in this little bucket. It's not 5 gallons, but
you see the light over there? That's where my jalapenos are.
Okay.
Is that acceptable? to pull it out of there and put it in a bucket?
I haven't heard if it is or not, so we'll see. But you know, even your area, you can plant seeds outside, and because your growing season's a lot longer than mine.
Yeah, but not right yet. We still, I mean, over the weekend, it was in the low 40s the whole weekend. Sunday, you had to walk around with a jacket on here.
Yeah, we've had frost a couple times. Yeah.
Grace,
That's
no.
why I have mine locked in another room. And I have one cat that likes I had to rig the door open because he likes to open doors. He'll take his paw and turn the knobs.
Grace, I wish I had a couple of cats, a couple of outdoor cats.
Oh.
Yeah. Maybe one in the house, you know, to get rid of some of these other pests that we have but come winter time. Be charming. I will be doing that this year.
Yeah, I haven't even got mine planted yet.
Oh, I ain't neither. So, and I've got 5 tomato plants coming up. I'm gonna have to transplant them. That's the pineapple tomatoes.
I'm hoping that I don't have to up pot anymore, because right now I'm at the, you know, they're about 2 feet tall right now.
Well, now these here, they're about what, maybe 2 inches tall.
Mm-hmm.
Coming up, you know.
Well,
but
I've got a secret weapon. First of all, I've got heat pads. Second of all, I've got the grow lights. And again, my grow lights run opposite of what, you know, regular sun is. I have mine turn on at nighttime and off in the daytime. So I don't know if it does, but it always seems like it works better. I don't know if it's the moon gravity does something or whatnot. And also I feed them. So I've got fertilizer that I put in the water that they drink and they go crazy.
Well, I know I'm going to do a little bit with the coffee grounds. Yeah. Let's go around to see if that works on anything, you know. But
I always save my coffee grounds for my worms.
Well,
because the worm poop is awesome. It's nice. Also, what do you think about Dolly Parton?
What
happened? How long do you think she has?
I ain't even. What's going on with Dolly?
She canceled her tour, her Vegas thing.
Does it say why?
Her health. And there's people say she already looks like she's already gone. As in, look.
I've not seen no picture. That's the first I've heard about it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, she had all the way up to September and stuff, and she's canceled.
Well, it sounds like to me if she has canceled, because I know as she thinks about her audience and everything, she's got to be in bad shape. She's not going to cancel just to be canceling.
Yeah, there's supposed to be a video out there. I'm not sure if there is. Yeah, she's 80 years old and still out there singing. Well, not now, but you know.
Who is it that's her stepdaughter or goddaughter?
Um,
Darn it. She
the
come in.
wrecking ball chick.
Yeah.
Yeah, her.
Okay. But I mean, like I said, man, the only time I watch news is in the morning, and once I hear the weather, I change it. That's it. I don't keep up with nothing no more. Oh.
Yeah, she said something about her. She's been doing this for 60 years and whatnot.
She ought to be tired,
Yeah,
you know.
and I don't know how these they do this for so long. And there's some that you hear, and even the auto tune doesn't help them. Auto tune can only do so much.
Yeah.
And that's another kind of thing right there with the freedom of speech thing. And it kind of works in other countries too. Look what the Muskie guy did with Britain. The chick over there was saying she wants control over what gets put on X or Twitter, whatever you want to call it. And he said, and they tried to fine him and stuff like that. Click, your accounts are gone.
Right.
That was so awesome. He said, fine.
Consequences.
Your accounts are gone.
Yeah, your actions got consequences, right? And that was hers.
And what are they going to do? They can't do anything. It's, they're not in that country. Or he's not in that country. He's here. And there needs to be more companies like that. I'm not saying people, but companies that.
And he's Democrat too.
Who?
Muskie.
No, he's not.
I thought he was.
He was up. He worked for Trump. The Doge thing or whatever you call it.
Yeah.
Now I thought it's got to be somebody else I'm thinking about then. But I thought it was Muskie.
No, you're probably thinking about the Pennsylvania dude. He is Democrat, but he's
Fetterman?
Well, Trump gave him power to go in and do something, and then he quit.
That's
Elon.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's Muskie guy, but he didn't switch sides. He just think he was getting too much popularity, and there can only be one.
Yeah.
Yeah, used to.
That may be what I'm thinking about. Okay,
Yeah.
Lord.
And just like me, I'm not either or.
Trump used to be a Democrat too.
Yeah.
I'm like this right here. Okay, I had to register as a Republican. But whoever gets up there and talks and has got a good speech, you know, how they going to run this world, what they going to do, Democrat or Republican, I'm voting for them.
Yeah.
You know, plain and simple.
And that's the way our Congress should be voting,
Yeah.
not what party they're in.
I won't disagree with that, Lori. But I mean, hell, maybe I'm old school.
Maybe.
Yeah, maybe. I ain't as old school as my daddy was. But I mean, I'll be glad when it's over and done with, plain and simple. And a lot of people understand what I'm saying, you know. But then he realized they were crazy. Yep. Yeah.
Yeah.
He shouldn't
There's
have had
a lot of them. Well, there's on both sides, though.
Yep.
And I've been saying that ever since the beginning. You know, right now, the Republicans are the good guys, but regardless,
Not all of them.
yeah, exactly. Thank you. Not all of them are. They just ain't been brought to the light yet, so to say.
Well, to change the subject about back when this last, well, not last attempt, but the one with the dude running through the hallways and stuff. You guys seen the videos? It went hog wild where the dog and the agent seen him in the room. The dog smelt him. And by the way, those dogs, they can smell ammunition. They can smell gun oil. I said it. Oh well. They are trained to smell that. So if somebody walks by them or they in the next room, they know.
Yeah.
That's what they're there for. That they can also smell things that go boom. And that's what they're for. To alert the agents that there's a threat. And the fact that this guy had one of those objects on him and was in that closet or that room or whatever it was, that dog went in to the room and came back. I don't know if it was commanded or what. And then as soon as he turned around, whoosh, he went running through.
Yeah.
I don't know what his plan was or anything, but the one guy that did fire shouldn't have, because where he was going through, he missed and could have been a lot worse. Because just like law enforcement, if there is something behind the target, they don't shoot unless it's
We're being
very
shot.
dire. Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of inconsistencies with that tape, because the first person that actually tried to stop that assailant running in, I believe, was a cop. It wasn't an agent, I think. And it was a woman. It was a woman, and
Yeah.
she drew down and beated him out before he even got near that magnetometer.
And
you
missed twice.
You could see the muzzle blast coming out of the fire.
And that's what I was talking about, where she was tracing.
Yeah, but my point is, she's so close, she couldn't have missed.
Yeah, you would think.
You just don't. you don't miss when you're that close. You can't. You physically can't, even if it was only in the elbow or something.
Yeah, because if you, and this is totally really slowed down, but it's like bam, bam. That's how fast, and that's only what we see. There could have been more rounds deployed.
I need to start watching more news.
Janine on TV, and she was saying that they found, I don't know if it was double O or triple O buck. They found a pellet. I think it just said they found a pellet. So now let me get this straight. You got at least 9 pellets for double O. Where the hell are the rest of the pellets? They should be all over the place. You know,
there was talk that some were in Best.
Yeah, I'm not.
But again, it's where's this is coming from again?
Right. It's just like
Great, I agree with you.
Charlie and all of that crap about, oh, yeah, went this way and then down this way and lodged in this bone. And, you know,
Lucky it got
They didn't there talk that there wasn't, they didn't find any in him.
Yeah, bullets of that caliber, they don't lodge in bones. They break bones. They shatter bones.
Oh yeah.
It's comical what they think that people are gonna take the bait.
I did see things I didn't like during that time. Husbands leaving wives behind. You see what Trump did? He made sure she was
safe
there, and she fell, and he covered her up. I'm not saying that's exactly what happened, but that's what I saw.
Yeah.
That's what a man does. And I'm not saying bad things about the people who did, because, you know, everybody can be brave until that boom, boom, they hear that boom, boom, or, you know, something happens and then they turn yellow real quick.
They can talk a mean game.
Yeah. Now, there are agents that grabbed them and took them, but no, you wouldn't take. If my wife's sitting there and you try to pull me away from her to protect her, you're not moving. I would make sure my wife was by my side or protected.
They're gonna be another fight. I thought, no, wait a minute. Something like that to be in public, wouldn't he have put one on, then a shirt over it? Or was it that he didn't have one on at all?
They have things that will protect a certain, and up to a certain caliber. You know, you got, I'm not saying it's John Wick proof. Little silk shirts that,
Oh God.
but they're not going to come out and say what protection they have. You know, it's just, you know.
Well, now, in an incident like that, I've only seen hand cannons. Boy, I started to let that slip fast. But long distance, you see the long ones. You know, I mean, it makes sense. But the way the media is portraying everything, it could have been a BB gun.
And that's the thing is, the whole, since Reagan, they have said that if they're anywhere instead of a secure area, even where they were, they have protection.
Okay.
Again, you don't know, but I imagine they do have. They are wearing something.
There ain't but one area that I've seen ever since I've been a youngin' that's not protected.
Well, even the head is somewhat protected, because just because you think that there's nothing there, a lot of times there is that bulletproof glass stuff.
Yeah, plexiglass. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's not plexiglass.
Yeah, I
It's
know,
bulletproof.
but
Yeah.
when you say glass, you know, it can be shattered by a hammer, but plexiglass, yeah, you know, it's a little more tougher than
Hey,
regular
Wolf
glass.
Walker.
Vester's still up here.
Oh, I haven't seen him in a while.
He's probably back over at the other live. Where'd everybody go?
Because he mentioned something in the last one I didn't get a chance to say, but he said you'd probably kick both of us out if we was up there together.
Oh, the Germany thing. So many people's talking about that. That's like a year old, believe it or not. And I don't know why it's just coming to light now. I do know why, because this order has been in place. A certain amount of our military have been being pulled out of Germany.
Yep.
And there's a reason behind it. I ain't talking about it, but I can talk about it, you know, soldiers coming out or our military coming out, because it's public knowledge now, but there's a reason behind it. And it's the same reason other countries, our military have been pulled out of there for over a year. And it's not like all at one time, like, you know, a certain country where 13 Americans were deleted.
Yeah.
And Trump still got blamed for that. Yeah, I was watching a show and these guys were testing. Somebody pawned a bulletproof vest. And let's test it out. And the first shot he missed, and they were like 6 feet away. And the second one, he hit him in the chest, and he was like, he fell down. And he thought he killed him, and he popped up out of nowhere, and they were talking and said, "What are you doing?" And you know, well, we got this. You know, somebody came in and pawned it off, and we want to make sure it was a working vest. And the cop said, "Well, what if it wasn't?" Well, we knew it wouldn't work then. Like, but the guy's going to be gone. It's your partner.
Oh, Lordy.
Dana, what did you do again now? She's kicking herself.
Yeah, it's been it started out nice. Well, I wouldn't say woohoo nice, but it was 50, 60 today.
Right
But
now, it is
it went out of
64.
nowhere and it cooled off a lot, and it's supposed to. Hopefully, it gets back up there. I haven't checked for a couple days. Yeah, it's going to be in the 50s all week.
Well,
Low
right now,
in,
where I'm sitting, it is
30.
64 degrees.
Yeah, it said it was going to be 72. It never got to 72. It might have been 72 in somebody's house, but I thought it felt pretty good. But we've got a couple 30s and 28 days ahead. Hopefully no, never mind. Mother's Day is going to be down in the 40s. Day after Mother's Day is going to be in the 30s, so I may not be planting.
That's this coming week, ain't it?
Ugh.
Lord have mercy. Monday, what, 4th? Yeah. Oh, good fishing day today.
Yeah, it's really cold and it's already snowing in Wyoming.
Yeah, I saw that.
Isaac's, and this was yesterday, the day before when it was snowing. He's driving through, and he packed a bunch of warm clothes because he was traveling to Texas to pick up his daughter. He packed a bunch of warm clothes for warm weather, shorts and t-shirts and stuff. And he camped out in Wyoming, and it got down into 20s. He was freezing and turned the heat on. But anyways, our hour is over, so I'm going to go ahead and end it here. Guess I have to play my song. I didn't upload it. I have to figure out how I'm going to do this real quick.
Hit a button.
Well, I have to play it through a browser so you guys can hear it.
Ah. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and say it. Out.
Okay, where's that? There it is.
I used to love messing with 101.
Because he always had his little spew that he would put out there.
Yeah.
And out, and then he'd start over. Back to room you go.
That would tick him off, and then he'd be on for about another half hour, 45 minutes, and we'd do it all over again.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay, let me go ahead and see if I can do this. There it is.
We ought to get up with him and ask him when he's going live again.
Yeah. I don't know. Anyways, this is my latest one, Gen X. And I'm probably going to have to change the channel or change the name because I got in trouble. Even though the word is kind of with the dollar symbols, they consider that as being the same thing. So they haven't got me in trouble, but I don't know. Anyways, let me go ahead and play this real quick if I can find. There it is.
Do it.
Yeah. We came from the dirt. Raised in the church, steel made. No safe spaces, no handouts. Gen X, of a broken TV, MTV loud head banging daily, BMX scars and cassette tape hiss. Raised on rebellion with an iron fist. We drank from hoses, ran wild in the heat. No GPS, just our own 2 damn feet. Street lights on, better get home fast. Built to survive, not whine like a pansy ass. Nintendo nights in the arcades glowed. Boom boxes blasting while the long hair flowed. We learned real pain, no digital lies. Took hard knocks straight, never victimized. We don't bend, we don't break. Built in fire for heaven's sake. From metal gods to hip-hop beats. Gen X stands on concrete streets. Gen X, we never back down. Raised on truth, not bullshit. Steel in our blood, fire in our veins. We earned our scars. We never asked for reparations, just respect. Gen X, stand and fight. Middle fingers to the fading light. From the mosh pit roar to the old school grind. Ain't no generation tougher than mine. Ain't no generation tougher than mine. Before the filters, before the fake, before the world went soft and lost its grace. We had grit, we had guts. Now everybody crying over paper cuts. Skateboard kings with a battle cry. Thrash metal dreams under blood red skies. Wu-Tang, Metallica, Tupac and Slayer. We crossed all lines. Real game players, no clicks, no likes, no online fame. Just blood, sweat, pride and a respected name. You call us forgotten, nah, we're the base. The last real rebels of the human race. Gen X, we never back down. Raised on truth, not bullshit. Steel in our blood, fire in our veins. We earned our scars. We never asked for reparations, just respect. Gen X, stand and fight. Middle fingers to the fading light. From the mosh pit roar to the old school grind. Ain't no generation tougher than mine. So crank that Marshall. Break those chains. We're the lost generation, but we still ride. Gen X. Gen X. Gen X. Gen X. We never back down.
Hard Knock Farm wanted you to start the song over. Commercial came on.
You can go over and on my music channel and play it again. I'm going to send everybody over to Big Matt. He's the one doing the five. I keep wanting to say $5 challenge. 5 gallon bucket challenge. He's live right now, doing some fishing. So head over there and tell him we sent you over and hang out a bit. And we will catch you guys Wednesday when we're going to start doing the prepping thing from beginning. Because I have been getting a lot of questions about, how to start prepping and what to start with and stuff. So I thought it might be a good idea to see where that goes. But yeah, head over there and watch some fishing going on, and we will catch you guys Wednesday. Thanks everybody, and have a good night.
Out.
Out.